recording. Okay. Alright. And where's my mic? Recording? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So my testimony isn't really a very exciting one. When I was younger, I grew up in a Christian home with my parents are both Christians, and I was taught to sing "Jesus Loves Me" and all those crazy little songs. And I grew up believing that I had accepted Christ when I was little. I can't tell you anything about the day. My mom said I was like 4. And so, like, I've lived the Christian life. I mean, obviously, because I grew up in a Christian home. I mean, I was just like, yeah, I love Jesus and all that stuff. But it was never really like a heart thing for me. It was more of just, this is what you do. This is life. So this is just the way that we do things. And so, I don't know, for me, like, it took me till I was in my teenage years to finally, I was watching some friends of mine and be like, okay, they are able to actually worship God, and they have a relationship with God. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, okay, I can read my Bible and pray, and I get my Christian on or whatever, but I don't know what it means to really have a real relationship with God. I don't know what it means to really have fellowship with God or devotion, to be devoted to God. It was just kind of what I did. And so that really clicked with me later in my teenage years, and just being able to, sorry, there's a bug. It was then that I rededicated my life to Christ. Since then, it has really been crazy to see, for me to experience how God has worked in my life, and I'm seeing myself growing deeper in my relationship with God. Obviously not where I'm supposed to be yet. Still learning new things all the time, and so yeah, that's pretty much my story on that. That was my first significant event. I think I forgot to say that. As for second significant events, the next significant event in my life would be moving in general. From the time I was 10 years old to my 16th birthday, we moved 7 times into 4 different states. 4 different states, yes. Which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it was a lot. And my dad, he's a minister. He was a children's minister. And so we moved from Florida to Georgia, and that was like his first real job as a pastor. And it was a really exciting time, and we loved Georgia. We lived there for 3.5 years, and everyone in my family still calls that home. But when we moved from Georgia to Texas, because of some situations with my dad's job, life got a little crazy for us, because it wasn't as of a welcoming experience there for us. It was just a little bit challenging for us to be there, and so that's where I think that a lot of my spiritual, like, growing deeper in my walk with Christ was really emphasized there. I really learned a whole lot from some college kids there who really took an interest in me, and it was really one of the greatest blessings to have them there, because I decided to be really quiet and didn't want to talk to anybody because I was upset that we had to move and didn't really want to make new friends, but then again I did, and it was just kind of like a crazy thing. But anyways, we lived there for 18 months, and then my dad was called away from there, and he got a job here in North Carolina. And we've been here now for 3 years. It'll be 3 years in August. And it has really been one of the greatest blessings, which I think I've said that like 4 times. but it really has been, I mean, just amazing to be here in North Carolina. My dad has an awesome job at a church and a church family that loves us, and they're just wonderful people, and I am just very blessed, and my dog is okay. Casey, I gotta pause this now. Crap. Pause. Oh my gosh.